Okay.
Hey everyone, we're here with perfect time. Myself here, Señorita, and Braxton, and we are going to learn about essential oils today from Holly. Yeah, there's Juju and Merdy, and we're going to learn about essential oils and what to use them for, their healing properties. It's not just a fad, it's not just a trend, that they're here, why they're important, and why we need to use them. So I'm going to let Holly take over. She is the owner of Pittsburgh House of Oils in Spickley. It's a really great, cute shop. She's selling online, so if you need to get your oils, she's definitely the place to go to. And if you live in the area, I think you do drop off too, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop off the whole gamut.
Okay, well, I'm going to let Holly take over then.
Thank you so much for having me. I actually, I've been using essential oils now for 6 years. And so how I came into using them, I was having a hard time with like my daughter's ADHD, with anxiety, with sleep, with different aches and pains. And my neighbor started to talk to me about using essential oils. And I was just like, don't feed me on this whole snake oil, as many people think. I'm like, there's no way that this oil, that I can get, which I thought, that I can get at Target, Walmart, hey, Whole Foods, like all of these essential oils could help me with these things. But I put my faith in her, and I started small. So I started with lavender and I'm trying to think which ones, and some of the citruses for my mood. And then there is a blend for ADHD, and I started to use them. And sure enough,
What's the blend for ADHD?
oh my gosh, now I'm forgetting. It's not past tense. It's tune. I will think of the name. I'm blanking. I go to bed, or I'm an early bird, so I'm like, come on. It's something at tune, but it will come to me as we're talking.
Is it for focus, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for focus. And what I didn't realize when my friend was like, using essential oils, I always thought it was just like you put it in the diffuser and like some kind of magic happens, right? But really, using oils is more than just the diffuser. So for that one, I was rolling it on the bottom of my daughter's feet. And the same with lavender. And the reason why for topical, that a good way to use the oil is on the bottom of the feet, is that's the fastest way. The bottoms of our feet is the most porous and the fastest way to get to our bloodstream. So like I thought like the diffuser way was the only way to use essential oils. And here, like, you were able to use them topically. I started to add one that's called Breeze, that has like peppermint and eucalyptus in it. So vapor rub, that's like, we've all had that in our medicine cabinet like forever. But one of the things that's in vapor rub is, I want to say, it's like, well, there's a really like bad ingredient that nobody should be using in vapor rub. But yet we all use it because that's just the way the things go. Like that's what our mothers used, and my mother's mother used. But there are healthy ways, like a eucalyptus, like a peppermint, to help us breathe. So I started to like uncover these new ways. Like if there was, a sunburn, I remember this. This got my mom started. We went away on vacation. She got a sunburn. I had my lavender with me. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to put the lavender with coconut oil on you, and the next day it's going to be fine. And she was like, no, you're crazy. And sure enough, it worked. So what people don't realize is the reason why some of these essential oils are more expensive than if you buy them at like Walmart or Target or Whole Foods is you're getting ones that are organic, therapeutic grade. So like the products that I use, I know that like lemons, the lemons that they get are actually from the most indigenous spot that you can get lemons, which is in Sorrento, Italy. So they're going to the places on like all crazy places of the earth to get these, to extract these oils. And they can be extracted from like roots, plants, flowers. And so you have this potent blend. And these are things that people used, I mean, thousands of years ago. When you think about, you know, frankincense and myrrh, you know, we joke about those, but those are essential oils. And those are oils that we still use today for our body. Like frankincense, there's been studies that have been done on how it helps with cancer. So, yeah. And so, like, it kind of opens your eyes to like the different, you can basically, I mean, I know there's like a joke, like there's an oil for that. Like if somebody says, I have a cold or I have a cold sore or whatever, somebody's like, oh, there's an oil for that. But there really is an oil for that. It is really wild. I mean, if you have an earache, you know, I had two customers in 1 week come in and ask me to do a blend for vertigo. Oddly enough, they were both dealing with vertigo. And so the way that I've learned was really doing research. There's a lot of programs online that you can get certifications. There's like classes. I'm not an herbalist or anything like that, but I am like a Nancy Drew of the internet. And so I have truly like tried to do as much homework as possible originally for myself and then to move on for my customers. And so I hate when I buy something, right? I have customers who come in and they're like, I bought bottles. This is before, you know, like not from me, but from other places. And they're like, I bought it, but I have no idea how to use it. And so we start talking about like what is like the issues that they have. And Tori and I were kind of talking about one way that like for an example, like you maybe you have a hard time breathing at night or you have a hard time sleeping, you know, you have just a hard time getting to sleep. You can use what's called wool balls, WOOL balls. In your dryer, you can put some essential oils on them. And now the heat in the dryer is infusing those essential oils into your sheets. So now when you go to bed, you have this like, I mean, you're bathing, so to speak, in these oils. So maybe you have it next to your bed diffusing, but you can also have it on your sheets themselves or on your person. There's also with like doTERRA and Young Living, so there's topically, like either putting it, like I was saying, rubbing it on your feet. There's aromatically, which would be the wool balls or the diffuser. And then there's internal. And internal can be getting like a gel cap. And so you can get gel caps on Amazon. I am not sure how long it's taking now, but you can get gel caps on Amazon. You can order them. And what they are is like, everybody has probably seen these kind of gel caps. You know, you can open them up and everything kind of, you can use these for essential oils. And a lot of people don't realize that you can take like a couple of drops of, let's just say you're starting to feel like a little sick, right? Not the corona, but maybe just a little sick, like you're starting to catch a cold. You could almost do like a cold bomb or a flu bomb and put in one of these a couple of drops of like melaleuca, which is an antibacterial, a couple of drops of the On Guard, an immunity building, a couple of drops of lemon, and you take the pill like you would take, you know, Aleve or Tylenol. And this is just a potent pill of essential oils that are going, you're internalizing them and they're going through your bloodstream. And a lot of people don't realize that that is a safe way, but it's a safe way with therapeutic grade and like for doTERRA and Young Living. I would not recommend that if you're using essential oils from, you know, like Walmart or Dollar General. I'm not saying, you know, I don't know where they extract their oils from. I would just be really wary of using them, you know, internally without knowing all the details of them. One of the things too that I try to do is really build a routine with my essential oils. And so depending on what I'm like, I will have lavender and serenity near my bed. I will have my citrus oils near my desk. I will have most of my flower oils in my bathroom and frankincense. And so I actually use essential oils on my face. And they're very good for anti-aging and for, yeah, the whole wrinkles and glow. So I will use yarrow palm, which, so it's yarrow is actually a flower, and palm is pomegranate, and they've made a blend of that. So yarrow palm, and I will use rose. And so I just like put rose like underneath here, wee, all over the place. I will use geranium, and then I use a serum, and then I use like a regular oil serum. And honestly, my skin, I've been doing that now for about a year, and my skin has never looked so good. I mean, I still get breakouts around that time of the month, just like other people, but like I definitely feel like my skin looks a lot healthier versus if I were to put, you know, I buy a product, but I can't even read what's on the back of it because it's all of these crazy toxic things. One of the things that I think is important is just, you know, as we look at how we live our lives in terms of like our family and the products that we use. And I think it's important that we start to look at like the ingredients on the back of products. One of the biggest culprits is the beauty and healthcare. And even something down as like candles. There has been studies done. I used to be a huge fan of candles. But there's been studies done that some candles do cause cancer. And so when I think about how to, you know, make my family home more clean, for lack of better words, what are ways that I can incorporate essential oils in lieu of products that, I can't read the back of the ingredients. And so I think that, with essential oils, I mean, it really is not only changing your like what with your home with like cleaner, or as I was saying, with even using like wool balls, but it's just really, well, some new people. It's really just looking at your medicine cabinet. Like, you can change out so much stuff with essential oils. So one way to do it is there's a great book called Modern Essentials, and that book is also an app. And so when somebody comes into the store, I'm gonna like pull it up. Oh yeah, okay, that doesn't work. Hello. When somebody comes into the store, I have both the book and the app. They might say to me, I'm dealing with, I don't know, stomach issues.
Well,
And so I'm
someone asked a question. What's a really
yeah,
good oil for energy and positivity?
girl, citrus. Citruses are great for energy and positivity. So during this time, I'm down at my office. I have wild orange, tangerine, lemon, citrus bloom, yellow mandarin. Citruses are great to elevate your mood. One of the things, like, if you want to like start your day right, put a couple of drops of the essential oils in your shower, just at like the bottom, and it's going to kind of come up and you'll be able to breathe it. And it's just like, okay, breathing it in, smelling that citrus, and kind of energizing yourself and starting your day, like setting the intention that you're going to have a good day. But yes, citrus oils are great. And those are ones that you can put in the diffuser. You could put them on your person, like do this, or even like put a couple in and kind of huff it.
You could even add your water or your tea.
Water, I was just going to say.
Like Earl Grey tea, the reason why it's Earl Grey is because it has the bergamot. So when I want it to be a little extra special, I'll add just like a drop of bergamot into it. And so, it really gives it the opportunity to give it like a little extra kind of oomph. But I did want to let you know, we have about 10 minutes left before Zoom kicks us off.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know.
Thank you. Okay, so to go back, the best resource that's out there is Modern Essentials book that you can get at like a bookstore. It's like a Bible, basically. I mean, it's a healthy book. And the nice thing with this is, so it's similar to what I was saying, that somebody comes in and says, Holly, I have bergamot. I like the smell, but I don't really know what else I could use it for. And so I could go in here and look at bergamot and tell you, you know what? That's actually really good for rheumatoid arthritis, stress, PMS, environmental stress, colic, brain injury. We can start to talk about like ways that they can use it.
Excuse me, Holly.
Yeah.
Do you sell the book at your store?
I don't.
Holly, you should.
I should. You know what? Coming at you soon. I will buy some books. That's a great idea.
There you go, sweetie.
So right now on Amazon, I'm looking at about $24 for a paperback and $36 for a hardback. And they're on the 11th edition. So, I mean, obviously it is something that's updated frequently, which I absolutely love that concept that it is updated. So you're not getting, old grandmas from 1940s use of something.
that's why I do love the app, because once you buy the app, because you have to buy it, the next edition, it will go as an update. So you don't have to buy the $24.99 or $35, whatever it is. It just updates in the app. And so that is such a great resource for people. And it's really, what I tell people, one oil might not work for you, but another one will. So like vetiver might help me to go in a coma at night, right? But somebody else might use vetiver and be like, I got nothing. It smells funky. I got nothing. Like, it's everybody's bodies differently. So I say, don't give up, for lack of a better word. Try different ones. I mean, that's the great thing about the app. When you look at like sleep, it will come up with like lavender, vetiver, I think clary sage, and a couple of other ones. So you just kind of try it. You're not going to die or overdose from essential oils, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean, it really can change out your medicine cabinet and the way you clean, and I mean, do so many things.
I know I have arthritis in my ankle, and my mom bought me, is it Copabia? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Coviba. Yes.
Coviba. And that with eucalyptus, lemon, and lavender at night is what I put in. And I've just noticed a huge difference with me being able to get up in the morning. There were some mornings where like walking down the steps, like it looked like I was 90, like it was like a step at a time. My ankle was just so tight. And so I've even put it on, just topically, like rubbed it, some of the oil. We have almond oil and coconut oil as a carrier too that you can use. So definitely, that was one that I never really, I heard about it. I used fennel when I was nursing, which was fantastic for milk production. So when I was getting ready for, during the day, I would just put it, the diffuser in the corner where I would, nurse him, or I would pump, and it really did make a huge difference. So when nursing moms are I need help, it's don't drink the fennel tea. It's disgusting. But fennel, the essential oil, is really fantastic. And I had really just started my journey with essential oils right before Braxton was born. My mom has been using them a lot longer than me, and she's like, you should try these out. This is really great to get ready for the baby. And so I had read about the essential oils, and I'm like, I don't know about this fennel thing. So I bought, a bottle, I don't know, like $9 or $10. And then it worked. And I was like, well, shit, if that works, then these other ones obviously work too. And so I think that for people that, are not believers, if they have a chance to try one and it works for them, I think it kind of sells them on it. So, I mean, we have so many different ones in our house, and we love trying blends that have been created and things like that. But I tell moms everywhere, we want unsolicited mom advice. If you're going to nurse, get fennel oil and a diffuser and put that right next to your pumping station.
I'm gonna pitch in here. Holly, can you talk a little bit about what oils are good for anxiety? Again, I know that you said something a little bit earlier, but I am looking at the screen right now, and I see 3 of us that have very, very, very high anxiety. And I love you, sweetheart, down there. I see you. And so I just...
You're looking at 4 of us. I suffer from terrible anxiety, so y'all are not alone.
So, just if you could give us a couple of hints.
Yeah, so what I would suggest, if you use doTERRA, there's Balance Blend with spruce, lemon, bergamot, and clary sage. And then there's a new product called Aptiv, AAPTIV. And that is a great product for calming. Then vetiver, I mentioned that one before. That's also one for calming. But if you suffer from anxiety, which I was one of the gatekeepers of me starting with all of this, I would try vetiver. And when I mean try, I would say put it on your feet. It's a root. It smells like dirt and earth. I'm not going to lie about it. It's definitely not something you put on as a cologne. But it is a sedative, but not so much that you're going to like zonk out. But I would for sure add vetiver and the balance to your arsenal. And with trying it, I would, put it at the bottoms of your feet and then just continually to huff it, for lack of better words, when I was doing this, into your hands. So putting a couple of drops, adding a carrier oil if you have sensitive skin or not. Like I don't have sensitive skin, so I just like take it all in and just really breathing it in and letting it go through your system.
We have about 2 minutes left, so if you want to wrap up, Holly, I know that went by really quickly.
It did go by quickly.
But if you're open, I think that there's more conversation for this, so maybe we could do a schedule a part 2.
I would love that. And if there are specific, for lack of better words, ailments or issues people are dealing with, tell me, and we could talk about we can really focus on those specifically.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll put a poll up into the group, and we'll ask people what they're looking for. Like someone wanted positivity, arthritis. Also, maybe we could do one on, what's safe to use for kids at different ages, because at certain ages you can't use certain oils. So making sure that, we're protecting our kids and not using something that they can't.
Well, and what we use too, even diffuser, is it safe for our pets?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't realize that our pets are sensitive with the essential oils that we're using too. So I think that's really important before we start blowing stuff in the air. So I have a list from the ASPCA of what oils dogs and cats cannot be around.
Perfect. Well, that's great. So we're going to wrap up because our time is running out. Thank you so much, Holly. I will post your link in your website. Holly is with Pittsburgh House of Oils in Swickley. She delivers. You can order online. And we'll be doing follow-ups. So thank you so much again for even just the information. And hopefully we'll get you scheduled for a part 2 and get this going around.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you,
everyone.
Holly.
Bye.
Bye.